at their road hitting and offense, it's not all that bad. Not bad at all. So they were second in the league in certain areas on the road and hitting. So a lot of this, I think, is in their heads, and that's where that's the hardest part to break. So hopefully, this moving into the fences will cause that to be straightened out. And MLB.com's prospect insider Jim Callis believes that Noah Syndergaard will win next year's NL Rookie of the Year. Unlike most young pitchers his size, the 6'6", 240-pound Syndergaard repeats his delivery easily. That gives him better command than most 22-year-olds, enhancing his premium stuff. Syndergaard regularly pitches at 95 to 97 miles per hour with his fastball and can crank it up into triple digits, and the run on the sink and on his heater make it even more effective. According to Baseball America, despite a 4.60 ERA in 26 starts, Syndergaard was the fifth best prospect in the AAA Pacific Coast League this past season. Callis points out that, like Syndergaard, DeGrom had a high ERA in his first stint in AAA. However, DeGrom rebounded well in Las Vegas to start 2014, after which he got to the big leagues and cruised to a Rookie of the Year award. Callis expects Syndergaard to do the same next season. So maybe a possibility for back-to-back Rookie of the Year for Mets pitchers. Could be interesting. We'll see if Syndergaard even can break into the rotation this upcoming season. And Bobby Parnell, who had Tommy John surgery in April, is not expected to be ready by opening day. According to Sandy Alderson, Parnell is currently throwing on flat ground from 120 feet and may progress to the point where a spot on the opening day roster is possible. However, the likely scenario is Parnell beginning the season on the disabled list. Right now, I think we're projecting sometime after the season starts, but that's just an educated guess right now. Parnell is 30 and he's eligible for arbitration. The belief is that the Mets will offer arbitration and that Parnell will make roughly the same amount he made in 2014, which was $3.7 million. And I think he'd have to, because be pretty silly not to take it at this point after not pitching and not knowing what you're going to have left in the tank. So Parnell doesn't look like he's going to be ready, but other players are going to be ready. And it looks like Kevin Long, the Mets' new hitting coach, will work with David Wright and Curtis Granderson and Travis d'Arnaud this offseason. The three players will travel to Phoenix, where Long lives, this winter to work with the new coach. Granderson is reuniting with Long from his time with the Yankees. The main thing I've seen is his hands of kind of moving more than they did when he was with the Yankees, Long said about Granderson. Earlier this offseason, Long said he wants to change how his team goes about hitting in a home park. I've got some ideas and some things that we'll wrestle with and get with these guys. We're going to have to change the culture a little bit. We're going to have to find ways to score runs in maybe a different manner. But I think the main thing is to believe that a line drive swing, and a good line drive swing, can work in any ballpark against any pitcher in any conditions. So we'll start there and see how that goes. Hallelujah. Flat swing. Quick swing, meet the ball, put the ball in play. Nice level swing, put the ball in play, hit line drives, and that'll score your runs. And that's the name of the game. Forget the home run. Everybody don't have to hit the ball out of the park, please. I'm tired of that. Tired of home run hit. Got to have a home run hitter. Got to be a home run hitter. We see how that paid off for Ike Davis. Line drives, put the ball in play, and then you take a break. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take another break and be back after this.
Hi, this is Paul. And this is Eric from the Talk to Contact podcast, a Minnesota Twins baseball podcast. You're listening to the best of baseball podcasts on baseballpodcast.net.
This is Frank Conti, the host of Marlins Country Radio on iHeart, a Miami Marlins sports talk show. When I want to know everything that's going on with the New York Mets, all I have to do is tune into the Mets Musings with Gary Mack on baseballtalkradio.com. It's the only place for great Mets baseball talk.
Hey, baseball fans, have you been dying all winter for some hot baseball action? For the crack of the bat, a slap of the ball, and a leather glove? Waiting to talk baseball and listen to people talking baseball? Well, you can have that and much more at baseballtalkradio.com. Home of great baseball talk shows.
Mets Musings is an unofficial, independent podcast covering New York's National League Baseball team. It is not affiliated in any way with Major League Baseball or the New York Mets. 516-619-6341. That is the voicemail comment hotline. If you'd like to be a part of the show, give us a call. Leave a question, comment, anything at all. Give it. Just call that number and leave it. We'll play it on the air. We don't care. Or send us an email at MetsMusings@gmail.com. Facebook page is Mets Musings. And the Twitter is at MetsMusings1. So check out all of those sites. Check out MetsMusings.com. Lots of stuff there. And please support the vendors on that page. All right. Now we got some breaking news here. The Mets hire Pat Rosler as assistant hitting coach. He was the only external candidate that they interviewed. He was let go as the Yankees director of player development last month after 9 years with them. He has a good relationship with new Mets hitting coach Kevin Long, who was fired from the Yankees as well. And he may have other duties to perform other than his assistant hitting coach. So Pat Rosler joins the Mets coaching staff. And today is the day that they have to finalize the 40-man roster to see who it's got to do with the Rule 5 eligibility draft. So they had to put some prospects on, or else they would have been exposed to the draft. So Noah Syndergaard, Corey Mazzoni, Hansel Roble, Gabriel Yanoa, and Akil Morris, and left-handed pitcher Jack Leathersich were all added to the 40-man roster of the Mets. The Mets did not add right-handed pitcher Logan Verrett, who a lot of people thought that they may add. He could be claimed now in the Rule 5 draft in December, and they removed right-handed pitcher Jeff Walters from the 40-man roster. And so with everybody added and removed and all of that kind of sweet stuff, they are now at the 40-man limit. So they took care of that today. And the Mets are talking about bringing back the possibility of bringing back Buddy Carlisle and Dana Evelyn. And look, both of these guys did a terrific job. A little bit older guys, little veteran guys, came into a young bullpen and kind of helped settle it down. And they stepped in, and Carlisle in particular, he delivered the best performance of his career, 27 appearances. He posted a 1.45 ERA and did a fantastic job. So he's definitely someone they're going to look at and think that he'll be worth bringing back. And in some sad news in Metsy land here, Ray Sadecki, a left-handed pitcher from the 60s and the 70s, he won 20 games for the St. Louis Cardinals in their 1964 championship season, died Monday due to complications of blood cancer. He was 73 years old. Born in Kansas City, Sadecki debuted for the Cardinals in 1960, went on to enjoy an 18-year major league playing career. 8 of those seasons came in St. Louis, followed by stints with the Mets, Giants, Royals, Braves, and Brewers. He finished with a career record of 135 wins and 131 losses and a 3.78 ERA over 563 appearances, 328 which were starts. Sadecki won 68 of those games with the Cardinals, his career season coming in 1964. He went 20-11 with a 3.68 ERA that year and started 2 World Series games against the Yankees, both of which the Cardinals won. Sadecki would appear in the World Series once more in his career in 1973 with the New York Mets. He made 4 relief appearances in New York's series, lost to Oakland. So our condolences go out to the Sadecki family. I remember Sadecki. He was a good little left-hander and really had a nice career and a 20-game winner at one point. So, again, condolences go out to the Sadecki family. And finally tonight, it's a happy belated birthday to the franchise. 70 years old now. Tom Seaver turned 70 this past week. And Tom, of course, what can you say? The all-time greatest Met, definitely the greatest Met pitcher and probably the greatest Met of them all. And Tom turned 70 years old. And Tom, happy birthday and many, many, many more. You know, Tom has a little, is fighting Lyme disease and is on the recovery track. But let's hope we see some more of him this season, this upcoming season at Citi Field. So happy 70th birthday to Tom Seaver. And that's going to wrap it up for tonight's show and this week's show. So as I said, we're going to take a few weeks off and be back in December at the after the end of the winter meeting. So until then, everybody, have a happy Thanksgiving and keep the faith, stay optimistic, and let's go Mets.